Hello everybody, my name is Francisco, and I'm here to tell you about how game mechanics can be used, and have been used, to tell stories. Examples. Ocarina of Time. Link is just fresh from his travel in time forward into the future. He's grown up, no one recognizes him, so he goes to Long Long Ranch where he finds Epona. She's big too, and he thinks, there must be some way I can make her recognize me. He takes out his ocarina, plays a song for her. Epona recognizes him, a connection is made, a bond is made between the two characters, and, most importantly, the player understands that music in this world is important, it's essential, it's the one constant thing that they can hold through time and it will not change its significance. The player does all this, no cutscenes, pure mechanics, pure storytelling through mechanics. Another example, Chrono Trigger, more time traveling. The game starts, you go to a town fair. You start interacting with everything in the town fair, you talk to people, you pick up stuff, play with the cats. Later in the game, you are accused of kidnapping a princess. You're taken to trial in front of the jury. The jury starts asking you questions. Did you steal that guy's lunch? You say, no, of course I didn't touch the lunch. And then they show footage of you taking the guy's lunch in the town fair. And it turns out you maybe did it. Okay, yeah, I remember it, I did it. And they keep asking you these questions, and you sort of go back and you try to remember, did I do these things? I didn't mean to, but I guess I sort of did. It's a game, I didn't think there would be a trial later. And it turns out, gameplay-wise, it makes no difference down the road, but it does deliver a message that your actions in the past have a lot of weight in the future in this game. And this is a time traveling game. This is a very, very important message that is delivered solely through the use of this mechanic. Another game I really like, and I always use an example for these things, is Ico. Ico is all about this little boy is trapped inside a castle. He needs to get out, and he meets a little girl in the castle. Now, these two characters forge a very, very, very deep and very strong emotional connection. However, almost no words are shared between them, and what's happening here is that when he moves around, and she plays the part of the companion AI here, when he moves around, he grabs her by the hand. You can grab her by the hand and bring her with you, bring her along, and you're sort of exploring this castle together. When you jump from a ledge, you can reach down and she'll grab your hand and you'll pull her up. And then when you need to run somewhere, you'll grab her by the hand and run with her. And it's sort of you're experiencing this whole castle experience with her by your side. Simple mechanic. Designers here just chose to use hand holding instead of calling over, hey Yorda, come here. The result? A stronger emotional connection is made, the player understands it better, and it's all through gameplay, not through storytelling devices like cutscenes. You may think I'm crazy, I swear, some people agree with me, I swear, it's true, it's real. I suggest you really go Google when you get home, Google Brenda Train game. You'll find Brenda Brathwaite's game Train, and she's doing a lot of research on this kind of thing. She has a movement called The Mechanic is the Message, and it's amazing. She's doing amazing things with it, and I really suggest you give it a try. And you can't play the game because it's a board game, but she's just doing a very interesting thing with that. Okay, so what happened? I wrote a piece about this some months ago, and a very good designer friend of mine that I really respect wrote back to me saying, you know what, I don't really get where you're coming from. What's exactly going on here? For example, I can think of an example from Ocarina. Link and Princess Ruto. They have this relationship where she doesn't really trust him, she doesn't want to go with him, she refuses to join him, and so she becomes a puzzle element. The relationship with them strengthens the puzzle element part of it, so he has to carry her around because she refuses to walk with him and place her in like stuff, switches and stuff like that. Isn't this exactly the same thing as Ico? And I said, yes, exactly, you got it. It is. It is the mechanic. The mechanic is strengthening the relationship between the players. You understand the relationship better because of the mechanic. It's telling you the story of these two guys. And he said, no, the story is there. The mechanic isn't telling me anything I don't know already. It's just consistent with it. So instead of going into this, what was first, the mechanic or the story dynamic, I ended up realizing that as long as you ask yourself, next time you're designing the game, just ask yourself this question. Is there a way I can use my mechanics to reinforce my message? Is there any way my mechanics will bring the player closer to my story? Doesn't matter what the answer is, I'm sure you'll end up with a better game. Thank you.